Hello everyone, and welcome to our episode of Showcase on Nioh. Yes, I'm still playing this game. I'm back at it finally, now Dark Souls done and everything. And I figured, let's not do another armor set. But I figured I'd do one of the armor sets that's good and bad in my opinion. Though the bad reasons all depend on your character's build. And that, of course, is all depending of how much points you invested in even your stamina to wear heavy armor. Because if you don't invest those points, this will not be a good armor for you. This is one of the heaviest armors in the game, wielded by Tadakatsu Honda, who is known as the Warrior of the East. So yes, this is the Warrior of the East Showcase. Very heavy armor, but plenty of benefits if you can wield this heavy armor. Let's start off the lore itself with asking the question, who is Tadakatsu Honda? His name is very popular in Japanese video games, at least ones of the Sengoku period. And it's no surprise, the man is a legend himself, as it would have been told. Anyway, Tadakatsu is one of Ieyasu's major generals, one of his four kings. Now, when you go to his page, a lot of citation is requested, because again, a lot of this is legend. He's a very well-built man, and built for war, being in over 100 battles, suffering no major wounds as a result also. Going into battles where it's usually 60-1 chances. and being also a flexible man of himself, not afraid to employ the gun when others would frown upon it. So I don't really need to speak of him too much, but he lived a long good life considering being a samurai general, to the rightful age of 62. So I think that's enough on him. Let's move on to his spear though, the Tombogiri. The Dragonfly Cutter is a famed spear created by Fujirama Mazizan, I butchered that name, in the Mikawa Maruju school, whose founder, Muramasa, moved to the Mikawa after falling out with his previous benefactors of the Tokugawa family, known as the preferred weapon of Tadakatsu Honda and one of the three greatest spears of Japanese history. The name comes from a famed incident where a dragonfly, the Tombo, unwittingly flew into the spear's blade and cut itself in two. At the time, many lords took dragonfly as a symbol for its habit of always flying forward and never back. The image of a dragonfly sliced in two by simple contact with the spear lends concern to the legend that its sharp blade to cut down a many warrior in its day. And for real-life history, this is almost to the point. The only description I find different is the dragonfly landed on the blade and was sliced in two, but it's the same parable either way. But yes, I have a picture, though the picture is a replica. I could not actually find the picture of the real spear if it's still around. That is unknown to me if it is or not. Very interesting nonetheless. Wonder how many cut down with it. But enough lore, let's get on to the stats, starting off the Tombogiri itself. Now, we can see that it's automatically built in with wind damage. For those who do not know, wind damage, when the effect is fully applied, reduces your opponent's attack. This is very important, and it makes sense for Tadakatsu's range of it all. So yes, and plus the Warrior of the East set. Going on to the scaling for the spear, the bolt attack to body, which scaling for, your overall health, is a B+, with the two birds in one stone, and then strength and skill is a C. But it doesn't matter too much, because you're probably going to be upgrading your strength beyond a little bit if you want to wear the entire armor, but in terms of body, it's like a two birds one stone scenario. It's excellent. Alright, moving on from that, we can see the equipment itself is very, very heavy. Like, extremely heavy. Like, wow. Like 11.7 for the chassis alone, the chest piece, like that's very heavy. Yeah. And my stamina is not low. I have 17 stamina. And as you can see, my equipment weight is 101%. I am overburdened by this armor. Now where you find this? Well, you fight Tadakatsu Honda himself, although he's one of the easiest bosses in the game. Why? He doesn't block. He just takes all the damage, which is a poor choice, because I can cut him down rather quickly. After cutting him down around 38 times and not getting anything, I'm kind of sick of fighting him. So I'm not sure what the drop chances are on the Smith text, but it's low. Very low. But oh well. In the end, you'll find plenty of his parts strewn around the place, because I certainly have, because I don't have any Smith techs and I got the entire set, many times over. But no matter, let's go on to a bit of the stats now. Going on to the set bonus, we'll get the entire Warrior of the East set bonus here, and then bring out 2 pieces. We got damage reduction by 2.5%, which is minuscule, but we got something else interesting. We got more skill damage for a specific skill called Merciless Barrage, but that's by 3%, which is pretty significant. Going on from that, we get 4 pieces. We get close combat damage increased by 12%. So that's pretty good. That's pretty significant there. Plus the increased attack and defense bump from the specific deity, the Guardian Spirit, the Shinryoku, I believe it's pronounced. Going on to 5 pieces, we got extra scaling for our attack, which is on body, so it's double scaling. That's quite significant. And at 6 pieces, providing wear all 6, you get the life drain if you do any skill. Doesn't mean his specific skill, the Merciless Barrage, means any skill. So that's pretty significant as well, that you can steal life from your opponent and add to yourself. But you gotta wear the whole armor set. Now here's the Shinryoku itself. His deity, anyway. The Guardian Spirit is the usual protection at 20%. Strong attack, life drain, which is also nice, is 10 points. Gives you 100 more hit points as well. The Kodama sense is, it's alright. And the earth damage, you have 15%, but that's the funny thing, is the earth damage is a bit misplaced. His whole weapon draws upon wind damage. As for living weapon, well, it's pretty much the realm of medium density. Good recovery though, I'll give that much. But that's beside the point. I'll cover these deities in another video more extensively. Now here's the Merciless Barrage, and oh, that's brutal. That's gross. But it is important to note that it's actually a replacement for an opponent out of key for the finisher move. So you see here, it is just all over replacement for this move. So that's a pretty good skill to have, because it's one you'll be using a lot. Now I'll do a performance, but pay attention to my key now. Yep. Why did that happen? Because I'm overburdened. If you go over 100% of your equipment load, this is what happens. You're pretty much unable to fight. Now, as much as you could watch me fight these two, and these two are rather pathetic, this is the reason why I take these two to lots of my videos, but trying to fight these two in a full equipment load, and I cannot wear that full equipment load, leads to disaster very easily. Yeah. Alright. So to offset this, I'll simply take off the helmet. From there, I at least can move around now, and I'm at around 88%. So, now for the actual... The only difference is I won't be able to skill drain, but that's minuscule detail. Alright, the idea is for me to do the finisher move. Now, let's see. Using the power attack, we can see get plenty of room there. Or get interrupted. But no matter. Doesn't matter which opponent I do on, I'll be actually testing both. Now let's try it here. Excellent. Oh, man. Oh, 3 hits. That's nearly 3,000 damage. And here is the plain one. At a little bit around 2,200. So, very significant difference there. Alright, and now I'm going to test the actual damage itself. Pay attention to my attack. I'm only doing 1. So it's 637. Now I'll take off the various things that give me extra scaling and extra close combat damage. And 501, a very significant change. Moving on to the pros and cons of the Warrior of the East set. On the pros, skill buff, the Merciless Barrage, is a very useful skill. It's one you'll use very frequently, if you use spears that is. Its close quarter combat buff is incredibly powerful as well. And the weapon that's associated, the Tomogiri, is also very powerful. Alright. On cons, however, the armor is very heavy. I'd argue the deity is not a very good match, how they built it. But no matter. Well, that's enough of that. Going on to the score for the Warrior of the East. The whole set bonus, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. If it wasn't for the mix match of the deity and how they built it, I would have given it a 10. But it's a very small thing to worry about. However, the skill buff, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10. If you get the entire set and with close quarter damage, you do almost a whole third more damage than a casual elimination of your finisher move. That's a huge difference. Now, going on to the bonus for what you can get of those percentages, I say, yeah, 8 out of 10. Because pretty much you get 3% more damage on that skill, which is also from the skill buff, but you also get 12% more close combat damage, and from that you can go steal health from casual any skill, providing you wear the whole helmet and everything else. Anyway, where it falters a bit is the weight. As you probably expected, it's a 1 out of 10. It's the heaviest armor set, among the heaviest. So that makes it a real pain trying to wear it all. Miscellaneous, I'll give it 8 out of 10, mainly because the weight draws it back, but it's an excellent armor set. I'm surprised I don't see more reverends have it on from players. But in total, the Warrior of the East set gets 36 out of 50. It's an excellent armor set. I'm surprised I don't see it more, and it is more common, but oh well. Another excellent armor set, but it's only excellent if you can wear it. If you can't, then it's not very good. Still has its uses though. Definitely a lot of protection and toughness, that's for sure. But no matter. That's been Showcase for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching and hope to see you guys next time. Take care out there.